Okay, we're here with Dale McNeil and Gary McNeil at the London Olentangy Game of the Year for these two teams. Olentangy's coming in, I believe, at 5-0, Dale. London just had a big loss to West Jeff last week. You want to give a quick assessment of what we might look for tonight?
Well, Gary, first of all, I'd like to say hello to everybody. It really feels good to be here tonight at Olentangy Braves Stadium. I think we're going to have a real good contest tonight, Gary. As you've already alluded to, Olentangy is 5-0, and London is 4-1, coming off with an upset last week against West Jefferson. What I think that we might look for tonight is London to reestablish the run, maybe throw a few passes. I don't know that much about Olentangy, Gary, but I know that we're going to have a good contest tonight, and I'm really excited about this one.
I really think so too, Dale. We got a sellout crowd here, and Olentangy is really proud of their, I believe they call them the Braves. So we're looking for one of our colleagues to show up a little bit later. Let's get ready to get to the game.
All right, go London.
At center, number 75, senior Brian Peabright. At offensive tackle, number 76, junior Jason Yutzy. At offensive tackle, number 78, junior Eric Wiedemeyer. And at tight end, number 88, senior Matt Bauer. And the head coach of the Olentangy Braves, Mr. Ed Gallagher.
Well, we're getting ready for the kickoff. Did you get the situation on the kickoff? Who's deferring? Who's kicking?
Well, Gary, London won the toss. London decided to defer until the second half. Olentangy decided to receive, and London is kicking from the west end of the field. Olentangy is receiving on the east end, and we're just ready for the kickoff. It looks like Clark Tobin is getting ready to kick off. You know, he's had a pretty good foot all this year, and let's see how he does on this one.
I'm just a little bit disappointed in the London turnout looking at the crowd over there. We don't seem to have the following that I thought we would have with such a good team that we've got this year. So I'd like to ask you people who are maybe getting a chance to watch this let's get behind this team, you know, because we got a good chance of going a long ways, but we need your support too. Here we go.
That's a good kick. It's all the way down to about the 5-yard line.
Number 1.
Ball's returned to about the 23-yard line, 27-yard line, I guess. 1st and 10 for Olentangy Braves. Did you get that ball carrier?
His name was Jacob Zolet, Gary, and he was number 5. He's He's 5'10", 155, and he's in his junior year, Gary. He looked like a pretty speedy character, too.
So we got to look to him next year, too, huh?
That's right.
We're right here in a pretty busy area where we're going to be having probably looks like a lot of traffic the biggest part of the night, so bear with us. I missed the whole play.
That's all right, Gary. We got a long ball game to go here yet. It looks like London has just kept them to a very small yardage on 1st down. And it looks like it's going to be 2nd and about 8 yards. 2nd and about 8. Looks like London is pretty fired up right now. Looks like they're ready to play.
I can usually copy off of their speaker system as who's the ball carriers and so forth are, but I can't quite understand her. The speakers aren't turned our way. Number 25 was the ball carrier that time.
Number 25, his name is Sam Messina. There was a little write-up on him in the paper. And right now we have, they're in a one-back offense, and they're going to the pass. Quarterback gets away. Quarterback number 4, his name is Stacy Hess. And he's a pretty good quarterback in his own right, and he's pretty quick also.
You kind of carry the blunt here because our lead commentator is not here yet, so I'm kind of looking forward to you to kind of carry the load here, and I'll just kind of back you up.
Well, Gary, whoever carries the load, I know we're having a lot of fun. We're going to do the best we can with this. And so, yeah, we're just holding on until Martin gets here. I know that we'll see him sometime. They still have a lot of fans coming in the entrance.
Got a 3rd and 8, quarterback keeper.
And that was an option play. He carried an option to the wide side of the field.
So far, London looking pretty good on the first series of down. This is going to force a kick.
Yeah, 4th down and about a long 4. on their own 35-yard line. And London is setting up to receive. That looks like Corey Bennett. Is that Corey Bennett? No, that's yeah,
Corey Bennett.
That is Corey Bennett.
Jacobs back to punt.
Got a pretty good field position. We're getting up on about the 31-yard line. No return. Good high short kick. Sort of contained London, kept him, because Corey Bennett is very dangerous when he does get the ball. I think he's the only receiver back at that time on that play.
Yes, he was, Gary. Basically, London on the punt return play, basically, they just had one man back because they wanted to get a lot of blocking up front with the guys coming downfield. Now we have London breaking out of the huddle. They're coming out into a power eye left. Artis is over the ball. And they come out with a fake to Fred Lester. Artis is on the move. He throws the ball. It's incomplete to John Wilson.
Wilson was, by a chance, he was open that time. The pass was just a little low, kind of thrown at the knees, and Wilson wasn't able to make the catch.
Last week, if you remember, in the West Jeff game, we didn't notice Artis running the ball very much. You know, during the course of the year, he has a characteristic that when he comes out to pass, if he sees some open area, he will take off and run with the good legs.
McNeil, Gary McNeil, Tom King, Martin King, and Darby Calhoun are here from WLHS London.
And we have Fred Lester going off right tackle. Picks up about, looks like he picked up about 6 yards there.
Tackle made by Drew Barrison, number 67, and number 66.
Brings it up to about 3rd and 5. He picked up about 5 yards, 3rd and 5 on the 36-yard line. They're going to have to break Lester loose. Lester had a super game last week. It was a great individual effort on his part. I think he got something like 243 or more yards. So he's capable of breaking a big one at any time.
We have London out in a power eye right. They go off to Lester again. He's got a big hole right there. He breaks it up to the right. He's going on down.
Got one man to beat. He's moving, and he caught from behind because he had to slow up to try to figure out where his next blocker was going to be.
That was a real good run right there. He had lead blocking going up into that hole that time off tackle, and when he carried the ball all the way down to about the 32 or 33-yard line of Olentangy.
And I got to commend Lester, because Lester is playing still with a fractured jaw. He fractured his jaw about 3 games ago. So I'm saying that unless, of course, when you're young, it heals fast. So I don't know, but it takes a lot of guts. Here comes Lester once again.
They just tried that pitch out with a lead back coming to the wide side of the field. It doesn't look like there was much gain on the play. We have second down, and it looks like a long 9.
Watch it, watch it. We're going to get run over here. We got people coming up and down the ladder. London lines up once again in the power eye. Quick handoff to Josh Larkins, and he's going to make something out of it.
He's headed down.
He's knocked out at about the
3-yard line.
3-yard line. Sorry about that, Dale. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay. That's all right, Gary. We have a lot of fun with this. You know, sometimes we get a little carried away. We're excited about football just as much as the guys are down on the field.
As far as London goes, I'm hoping my thinking's right. They beat Arlington, who was the #1 team in the state last week. But also, Arlington's in a rebuilding year, and from what I've been told, this is one of the worst teams they've ever had. So we may have a good chance of pulling this one off tonight.
Well, Gary, I actually think that this is pretty much of a toss-up, and we'll talk a little more after this play right here. Corey Bennett takes it in for a touchdown from the 3-yard line. Corey Bennett, London goes up 6-0. That was just a straight power play, lead blocking right up off the right guard.
7:44 left to go, and we're calling for the toe. Tobin the toe. London goes up, like you said, 6-0. Nothing but power football. First play was a pass, and the rest of it was nothing but power.
That's right. That first play, actually, we'll wait till after the extra point. It's a bad snap, and it's blocked.
And the holder got run over pretty bad, which is Sean Kahn. They just ran over him, which they have all the right to do.
It was a bad snap, first of all. It was a bad snap. It was a high snap. Kahn had to go up off of his knees to get the ball, come back down with it. That throws all the timing off.
We're getting ready for the kickoff here, Dale. Got the toe getting ready. He's lined up, and he's capable of putting one in the end zone. Did you catch who we got back to take the return?
Well, the only one that I really caught, Gary, was number 25, Sam Messina. And here's the kick. It's a cross-field kick. He kicked from the left hash mark, cross-field kick. We have number 1.
And a beautiful tackle.
We have number 1, Jim Miller. Jim Miller, 6'1", 163, and he's a senior.
And return to the Olentangy 18, while the first and 10 for Olentangy.
Olentangy, I didn't catch that tackler there, but we're in a heck of a position here, folks, so we'll have to apologize to you when we're not able to get all the names and stuff we want to get.
Well, I just heard who the name was there, Gary, is Pete Robinson. I think he wears number 46 maybe, or something like that.
Olentangy, power up the middle, nothing doing.
It looked like a real good tackle there by...
So far, London looks like they've come to play. Of course, it's awful early in the game, and you really can't go by that. It's that final score that his final touchdown. That's it. So we just have to go with what we're looking at now. But I'm telling you, London looking pretty good right now.
It's good when you can come out first of all and take the ball and take your first drive down and score. It sort of sets the tone for the game.
And the defense is really picking up. Looked like it might have been a loss on that play.
Well,
Josh, the ball carrier, go ahead.
London right now, Gary, is doing a real good job on first and second down. First down, they're not giving Olentangy much of anything. That makes it for a long situation on second down.
And we got 6:26 left in the quarter. London's up by 6.
And we have Olentangy that has come out into a trips, and they throw a little flat pass out here. They've gotten a real good block. We got a guy. That's the wide receiver, number 1. No, I'm sorry, that's number 5. That was Jacob Zollett, number 5. What they did, Gary, they set up to the short side of the field. Trips, they set up trips. It was trip receivers out here. And what they were trying to do was outman London on the outside out here with 3 men against 2. And they threw the ball out here into the flats to number 5. And that's how he got this yardage out here. London was outmanned right from the very beginning.
From the get-go.
We have a wishbone set for Olentangy. And they come with the crossbuck. And London stayed at home real good that time. That tackle was made by number 81, Drew Dwyer. And he got some assistance from Scott Sims, number 44.
The play was good for about 3 or 4 yards. The ball's on the 37-yard line. Olentangy's ball, 5:42-6-0, London.
Gary, London is basically showing pretty much of their basic defense, what they've gone with all year long. And basically, that's what really wins games for you. A good defense, you're setting up just about the same. You got a 6-2-3 set with the stand-up end. You got John Wilson that's playing the outside right now, trying to get a hold of the jersey. He held him up long enough so that the pursuit could help.
And that was real good play there because they had a wide out and they had an option going there where they could either throw or pitch out. They chose to pitch out, and like you said, John Wilson stayed at home, played his position right, and was able to contain until some help come up and helped him out.
Now we have 3rd down and long. It looks like about 3rd and long 8. Yeah, 3rd and a long 8. If you remember on the last series when they had a long down situation, they set up wide defense. Right now they're setting too far to the right. And they're coming out with the pass formation. They're getting some pressure.
And it could be intercepted. Oh, and it almost was caught.
We were right in unison on that one, Gary.
It was almost caught, almost intercepted. Everything went crazy on that one.
There was real good pressure put on the quarterback that time by number 85, Bo Williamson. He stood up, played the block off, Gary, and made his move to the quarterback. As a matter of fact, when the quarterback released the ball, Williamson had a part of him.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
London sets up again in punt receiving formation.
Got Corey Bennett back. He's on about 25-yard line.
London is
got a good rush.
Got a good rush.
Good
on,
punt.
in the air.
This could be returnable.
In the air.
And he's got past 3 people. And he picked up about 10 yards on the play.
He just about had a wall there, Gary.
And here comes some of our help.
Finally, Martin King, Darby Calhoun making in.
Oh, they're upset because their home team got beat last week, and
this is redemption night. Whew, man.
We'll work this out. Everybody, you handle the mic. Dale and we'll all just work in here together.
Once again, we apologize for being late.
That's which is every game, folks.
But I'll tell you what, later in the game, I got some insight from some of my connections in Ironton about this Olentangy team. A few things that I've learned.
That was Fred Lester on the play right there, Martin. And Fred Lester had a couple of nice runs in the first series.
Recap that first series for those fans who didn't see it.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll wait till after the snap of this play.
All right.
Snap of this ball. We got Artis coming up over the center.
You got Sims in at fullback. You got Lester in the tailback. He pulls it up. No. He tried to fake up the middle. He pulled it back down. Nothing doing. Defense was right on him. Go ahead, Dale.
Actually, just to give you a quick encapsulation of the first series, there was a real big play in that series in Olentangy territory. There was 2 big plays. There was the play with Fred Lester running a long one for about 30 yards, and then we had Josh Larkins, the fullback, that ran one all the way down to the 3. London had about a 6 or 7 play drive the first series.
They run the fake. He takes it back up the middle. He can go all the way. He's got one man to beat.
And a heck of a run by Jason Artis.
Beautiful.
How would you describe that play?
He pulled it back, and it looked like at first it was going to be a pass play. They ran like a little play action. Then he just curled it back up and went right back up the middle with it.
That looked like one of the old Oklahoma plays. When you fake the handoff going one way, the quarterback will turn around and come the other way.
Yeah.
And it looked like he was almost going to try to fake out that the defensive end on the backside. He was either going to pitch it to the man coming around in front of him, inside of that defensive end. Instead, he took off with it.
London sets up at about the 15-yard line. They have a 6-0 lead with a little over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
A score here could really make things a lot easier for London.
Right back up the middle to Lester. He broke 1 tackle, and he got a gain of about 5 or 6 on that play.
Consistently now, Martin, London's first play, the first down play, they've been gaining 5 to 6 yards a pop. Whereas with Olentangy, London's defense has been able to hold them to minimal yardage on first and second down.
This Olentangy team is famous for the big play, and that's what they need right now. They give it to Lester again. Up the middle, not too much.
Nothing doing. He ran into just a whole big wall, like you say, a host of tacklers.
Host. I'll tell you what, this team last week beat my alma mater, Ironton High School. And this is kind of redemption night for me, seeing how I'm up here in Columbus now. I'm a Red Raider fan. And I'll tell you what, this team is a big play team. They're not going to drive on you. There's a lot of things they're not going to do, but the big play is what they pride themselves on, and that's how they win their ball games.
So you're looking at 2 big play teams.
They give it to Bennett over the right side. They had, last week in the game against Ironton, they had 3 key big plays that took them on to win the game. And they upset the #1 team in the state of Ohio and ended a 28-game winning streak.
And I've heard enough about Ironton. Let's talk about London. I know he's got tears running down the side of his face and the back. Him and Darby both.
Folks, this guy I know can really get excited about Ironton football as well as we can get excited about London football. Right now we're having a measurement, excuse me, Martin. Right now we're having a measurement. First down and goal from the 5-yard line. Go London.
From the 5.
And this is where the Red Raiders are usually at their best. Stopping you inside the red zone and scoring inside the red zone.
And that's definitely what we want to see now.
We got Bo Williamson split to the left side. Fred Lester still in the tailback. Scott Sims in the fullback. To the left side. You go to Lester, over the left, nothing. No, the ball pops loose.
I think we got it back. I think that's Lester's first fumble this year, too.
London recovered.
And I tell you what, when I said this team was keying the big play, that's exactly what I mean. They had a play like that last week against Ironton. Boom, the big hit, boom, they took it in for a touchdown. They work on stripping the ball. They cause a lot of turnovers. That's what they pride themselves on.
London comes out wide on both sides. Power I backfield.
They got Bennett in the tailback. They rolling out Artis. He's looking to throw.
That was a smart play.
Smart play. The man was very well covered.
Like you said, they're covering it. They're the big play team, and they're covering London pretty tight down here in scoring territory. We got a 3rd and 8. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. London up by 6.
A real good call down here against the type of defense that Olentangy is playing right here. Is a real quick trap play with the fullback straight up the middle. Olentangy
well, you got Sims in there.
Outside.
And the crowd's on their feet.
The middle will beat him.
They're looking to throw. He's got a man that's knocked down.
I have no idea how Jason Artis could not see that defender that was out there in front of John Wilson, because I could see it all the way from up here. I realized that we're not right down there on the field. And it's almost just like he almost threw it right into that man's hands.
I think at first he thought he could get it over him, but the dude kind of jumped up, and maybe he was crouched down, maybe he didn't see him at first, but he came out of nowhere and almost got the interception.
Olentangy's always given London fits. Every time they play them, they've been one of the harder teams to play against.
They are definitely a tough club. And it's a fake! They're rolling him out, and it's incomplete.
And I don't believe it.
We got a penalty in the end zone.
I don't believe it.
Now, I'll tell you something. Right now, just from watching that play, Sean Kahn had his mind set on one receiver only, because the receiver that was wide open was Josh Larkins under John Wilson. Wide open.
And Martin, let's don't forget last week when they attempted some chances and it didn't pay off very well last week. I don't know. That was kind of an itchy call from up here.
That was a big chance they took right there, especially with a toe like Tobin has. He gets about 4 or 5 on that play. He took it over the right side. We're under a minute to play here in the first quarter.
Chad Good and Drew Dwyer on the tackle for the Red Raiders. Ball is at the Olentangy 10.
London better keep their eyes open, because I'm telling you what, this team is not scared to take chances. They did it time and time again last week, and that's how they win it. And they're looking to pass. He's open, and he's out of bounds. First down stops the clock, and plus he gets out of bounds.
11 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Olentangy comes up with the big first down. Ball's on the 24-yard line, 1st and 10.
Don't be surprised to see some crazy trickery here, because they will pull every trick out of the hat.
I'm sure they've probably been pretty well scouted, so London should be prepared for a lot of stuff that they're going to do.
Timeout.
Okay, 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line. First play of the second quarter. Olentangy's lines up in what, a power I?
Yeah, that's a power I. They have a split receiver. And now they go to the one-back offense. We had a defensive person for London jump, and then an Olentangy player jump.
That's a busy place.
Preliminary signal from the official.
Called offsides on London.
Is an encroachment penalty against London. Dead ball foul, encroachment.
Encroachment is your favorite word, Gary.
So the first down and 5.
Offside.
For Maroon, 29.
London's getting a little bit over anxious on that play.
They still lead 6-0. Olentangy's just about their 28-yard line.
Somebody got a handle on the quarterback's foot, just slowed him up just enough because he looked like he had some daylight there.
He got just across the 30-yard line.
Secondly, the number 81.
Second down, about 3 yards to go. Well, this team, they have a lot of players. They got about 50 guys on their team.
It looks like it, don't it? Yeah, they're coming in here at 5-0. So they're a team to be reckoned with, I'd say.
Coming off probably one of the biggest wins of their high school career. They line up, they got 2 men split to this side. He's looking to throw, he's under pressure. He gets it off, completed. He cuts it back across the middle. Gain of about 20 yards on the play. They had the pressure on him, but they just couldn't cover the guys in the secondary. He was wide open, grabbed it, cut it right back over the middle. First down.
Who was that, Dale? Number 1?
That was number 1. His name is Jim Miller. His name is Jim Miller. And London wasn't ready to see an offensive formation like that. They weren't quite ready for that. Olentangy really spread the defense on him that time. Really spread the field.
They're in the pro eye. They're trying to get men off the field. Man split to the right side. They hand off the left side. Nothing doing. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Had a missed tackle by 81. He did slow him down enough so they could bring him down.
That was great penetration on that play, Gary.
And what do you got to say about it, Darby?
Oh, Larry comments from AD.
How you doing?
You guys picked up okay?
Yeah, we're
Camera
doing
up there.
okay.
Yeah. We got it.
Pretty athletic director?
Yeah.
They're setting up.
Producer of WLHS.
They're setting up with no men in the backfield. They got 4 wide receivers this play. They're looking to throw. There's the rush. Wide open.
And see if we can get the number who made that
I
interception.
believe that was Bennett.
The ball was tipped, and London come up with the interception.
Excuse me.
Thanks a lot, sir.
I do believe that was Bennett with the interception.
Bennett is in it. And now over to you, Darby Calhoun.
Martin, a little bit on that London defense. It looks like that's what they're going to have to do, because a little bit that I've seen, it looks like that's what London's going to have to reckon with is their quarterback, because Olentangy's quarterback looks like he's pretty comfortable out there throwing the ball. That's what it looks like they're going to have to deal with tonight.
Well, London got an attack of their own. And they got both split to this side. Right back up the middle. Nothing doing. Gain of about 2 yards on the play.
Josh Larkin, the ball carrier. Picked up about 2, I believe.
They're alternating Sims and Larkin in and out the game at fullback.
Martin, what I would like to really see London do tonight is open up the ball a little bit and throw some passes all through the game, not just first quarter and maybe some in the fourth quarter, but all through the game. That loosens up them linebackers, makes that inside run with the running backs that they got. That's what they need to keep the ball in the running.
Well, Mike Harris in the tailback.
There's the option. Mike Harris, he's got some running room. And he puts the shoulder down, and I do believe he got the first down.
And I'm going to tell you what, these guys from Olentangy are laying some shoulder pads on people, too. They're hitting pretty hard.
They are a big hitting team from what I've heard.
That's what I like to see out of running backs, though. The ones that are quick and will go around that end, but they ain't afraid to put their head down and take that pop.
He did lay the shoulder down.
I'll tell you, Harris ain't afraid of anybody. He'll try them all.
He came off an injury earlier in the year, and he bounced right back like it wasn't nothing. And you made the point earlier about the London passing game. I do feel they mistake last week not trying, because London's famous for their slants. They ran one slant at the end of the game after it was already academic. There they are. There's the slant. Threw it right to him. He's going to go all the way. No, he's not. Artis brings him down inside the 10-yard line.
And that pass, go ahead.
excuse me for bumping in here, fellas. The same thing happened when they had the ball in the first quarter, when he tried to throw the ball quick to John Wilson down here going into the end zone. He didn't even look to see where he was at, really. He just came up, stuck his head up, and threw the ball. He didn't even recognize the defender was right in the middle of what was happening. And the same thing happened on this play right here.
The thing I don't understand about the play, even if the defender wasn't there, it still wouldn't have made it to the receiver. His receiver was wide open. He just didn't get it to him.
And Martin, like we talked about before, it doesn't matter how good you are. When you're playing a good team, those mistakes will kill you every time.
You can't make them. They're going to beat you. Right, but he takes it over to the left side. He got a gain about 4 or 5 on that play.
Number 25.
Stan McKenna, the ball carrier.
Stan McKenna, the ball carrier that time.
Yeah, his name is actually Sam Messina. Sam
Number
Messina.
36 of London.
And he's one of their definite stars on this team.
And that's for the play. Second down.
Little mistakes like that will kill you real quick.
Yeah, you cannot do that against a good team.
And I have to differ with you and Darby on the pass, because I'm not comfortable when Artis passes the ball. I'll be honest about it.
I honestly don't feel they're given the opportunity enough to do it this year. They're running the option over the right side. He spins away from 2 tacklers, and he's close to a first down.
Gary, even the greatest quarterbacks, if you don't let them pass the ball enough, they're going to get rusty.
The threat, you got to have the threat in their mind, I feel. The threat to throw. Sam Messina checks back in. I would definitely look for him to be getting the ball.
Evidently, we've been scouted pretty well, because they've picked that same class playoff twice in a row. So they know what we're going to do before we even do it.
That man just stays at home every time. They run the flip. He's got pressure on him. He's trying to get it around the end, knocked out of bounds.
If I may make an observation here, you're speaking about Olentangy's defense when they're out there on the field against London. What is happening with them scouting London so well that Olentangy is disguising what their defense is actually, what it looks like to the quarterback when he comes up to the line of scrimmage, because both times what has happened, the outside linebackers have been up on the line of scrimmage. On the snap of the ball, they drop right back into coverage, and I have no idea why he's not seeing that, plus the coaches that are scouting this thing from up in the booth. Hopefully they'll get all of that.
So what you're telling me is that my assessment of Artis' passing might have been a little bit off balance.
Well, no, I'm not necessarily saying that it's off balance. Everybody has their own opinion about what it looks like to them, you know, and I'm not in disagreement with you about that. I happen to agree a lot more with Darby that Artis doesn't pass enough. They don't give him a chance to pass enough to become comfortable with what he's looking at when he does pass.
It could be very true.
Nevertheless, they just got a first down, and it's 1st and goal from the 2. They're setting up, and they got a full house backfield. They take it over the right side.
Number 25, Sam.
He got back to the line of scrimmage. He got a gain of about half a yard on that play. Barely just crossing the line of scrimmage.
And that fake field goal looms pretty big right now.
Yeah, it does. With a man like Tobin, you got to kick it.
I don't know if London's coaches noticed this about Olentangy's sideline, but the offensive coordinator just told the quarterback to run the same daggone play.
And here they're up, full house backfield.
And they go with the quarterback sneak.
Touchdown.
And that's just common sense. The quarterback sneak, or the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
You said that earlier in the year. Why don't they just use the quarterback sneak?
Obviously, the signal that he was given to the quarterback was telling him to keep it yourself and go in. Because it sure seemed like he was saying, do the same play over again.
Well, I tell you what, this extra point's going to loom big because it's for the lead.
6:48 to go and the score's tied. Second quarter.
How long has got to think, was that a good play that they pulled the ball down and tried to...
It's up and it's good.
And Olentangy takes the lead, 7-6.
Let's don't forget that London more or less gave them that touchdown right there. And like we said a million times, they'll kill you every time.
They'll kill you.
Well, I feel the same thing happened in the West F game, that we gave West F 2 or 3 touchdowns. We also lost 2 or 3 touchdowns, a couple touchdowns that were called back on us. So, you know, like I said, it's a game of big plays. And so far, both teams have made the big play.
That's a difference between a good team and a great team, though. A great team's not going to make stupid mistakes that are going to kill you in the long run.
This Olentangy team is an opportunistic team. If you keep making mistakes, they're going to capitalize. But that's the type of team they are. If you're going to mess up, they're going to capitalize on it. They're going to hurt you because they got the people that can hurt you. They're not big on sustaining drives. They're not big on ripping and running up and down the field. They're just going to wait for you to mess up and then hurt you bad.
Got Bennett and Harris back to return the kickoff. Like we said, 6:48 to go in the second half. 7-6.
Short squib kick. It's going to be, oh, they better get on it.
And it seems like the momentum has completely changed from the early.
Nathan Dorn dove on that ball. I'll tell you what, everybody was kind of like watching it, letting it lay there. And once it goes 10 yards, it's a live ball. But he was, he had the presence of mind just to run, move everybody out the way, and dive on it.
Well, Martin, I don't know about you, but I'm wiping off some sweat off of my brow on that one, I tell you.
I didn't think they were going to get on the ball. But they need to get something mounted right here. This is a must-win situation for London as far as playoffs are concerned. Fred Lester right up the middle. And I'm curious to this fact. I don't understand why we were on them about rotating the backs and using them in and out. And now they're using primarily Fred Lester and getting them into the game. And to be honest with you, it really hasn't proven them to help them out that much. The rotation of backs coming in and out, they don't use the sophomore as much. Why, I don't know. They're not using Harris as much. He's obviously over the injury. Why, I don't know. It's just primarily Lester and every now and then Bennett to give him a rest. There they go with the end around. Nothing doing.
Martin, let me point out real quick that the right linebacker, the inside right linebacker for Olentangy, as soon as the ball was snapped, he was in the hole. They're really smashing up in there, really too quick. I'm sorry. That's why I like the little quick short pass right across the middle. Even if it's, as long as it's not intercepted, even if it's not good, it loosens them up. They're gonna have to start throwing that pass. It has to be a threat where they take a moment, a second, stutter, and that makes your run go good. I'm sorry.
They're going to have to get them off the ball. The thing I feel London should do, I like in this type of game, and maybe against this team, this is my opinion, I like the bigger back. Fred Lester's kind of tall, lean, he's quick. You could bring DJ Jackson in first, the power man, the man who can drag people, and maybe run your fullback a little bit more, and then kill him with speed and bring Fred Lester in. Lull him to death, then kill him with speed.
And I believe I would use Lester on like the end arounds and some of the different plays that where he can utilize his speed.
Exactly. I would not run him right back up the middle, because he is really not an interior runner, especially if your line can't open up the big holes. And you're playing against a good team. It ain't going to happen every play. And he's way back in the backfield. He's spreading out. It's a sprint draw play. I'd like that. That was a very innovative play to get him the ball out there in the open field, like you said, where he can use his talent.
Martin, that's one of your favorite ways, is get your great running backs the ball different ways from just the handoff. So I know you were happy to see that.
Definitely. I like seeing him using innovative plays like that, getting the ball in different positions and stuff on the field so he can work with it.
And it also showed me that Lester can catch the ball, so I'm wondering why Lester doesn't go down for the long bombs, because he can run under him.
Exactly. He'll run right by him. He'll run by him and just run right down and catch him. Right back up the middle. He stutter set for about 4 yards. He got some yards on the play, but just say if that was a DJ Jackson, get a boom. That's the first down.
Martin, let me just say, I was surprised that London's offensive line did a pretty good job just getting him that far, because
The Olentangy inside linebackers, they're clogging the hole right now. They're not hesitating. They're just going. It's run, run, run for those linebackers.
They're up there for the ball even snaps.
That's right. They're going.
And here they are again. They're packing. They pack it on the inside. They're in the 5-2 defense.
And here they come again.
Man in motion.
Man to man.
They do send one. Hess, nothing doing.
And he runs into a host of tacklers once again.
Martin, a little fake on the run and a quick pass. He's open because there isn't anybody 10 yards back.
Nobody.
I'm really wondering now if we're a little bit scared to pass.
I am too.
We've had 2 of them either knocked down or picked off.
You can't get gun shy, because when you get gun shy, you get predictable.
Very true. That's what happened last week, if you remember.
Yes, they got very predictable second half of the game. They ended up killing them. They got Bo to this side. They're in the pro eye. They got Fred Lester in the tailback.
Come again.
Larkin in the full. They're looking to throw. There it is.
Boom.
There it is.
Boom. Whoop, there it is.
And whoop,
Just
there
like
it
we
is.
said, Martin, everyone's coming in too quick. They don't think that London can pass the ball.
You got to prove them wrong. The receivers are too good to ignore man-to-man coverage.
And I'm one artist to prove me wrong. Go ahead, Dale.
It would be an excellent play call right now if London came out setting up in their power eye to fake that back up in there, step back and throw another pass. Loosen those linebackers up again on first down, right here on first
On the
down.
little play action pass. They got Big Bo with their back in man-to-man coverage. They's right back up the middle.
And Martin, but if you watch the linebackers on that play, they didn't come right now. They stopped for a minute, and then they come up in there.
Josh Larkin was the ball carrier that time. I think he picked up about 2 yards. Got 2:32 left in the second quarter. London's down by 1, 7-6.
London doing a very good job in this game in the fact that this team is a big play team, and this is a very time-consuming drive they're pulling off right here. Fred Lester back in at tailback.
They got an offensive jump all over the place.
That we don't need.
Definitely. Now this juncture in the game.
Did you have any trouble getting a parking space?
Well, no, it was no problem, but the 3-mile walk about killed me.
We parked, about 2 blocks away from our house, which is in Reynoldsburg, and I think we walked the rest of the way, didn't we?
Our limo driver didn't believe there was a football field over here.
13, the ball is at the London 47.
Second and 13, what do you look for in this situation?
They got to throw the ball. They need good pass protection, get it down the field, and throw it to Bo. But they're doing the flip to Fred Lester. He gets a gain of about 9 on the play, but it's still going to leave him third down about 4 or 5.
But, you know, Martin, even though you ain't going to believe what I'm going to say, but I think it was a pretty good call right there. I mean, second and, what was it, 12, 13? I mean, you're in a pretty good passing situation right there.
Not a bad play. I like the man they gave it to him, the way they gave it to him. Slip in the backfield, let him look out and see what's going on. Don't run him up the middle.
We got 3rd and 4 here. London sets up in the power eye.
It would be real good to set a man in motion here to let you know how the defense is.
He breaks a couple tacks. He did a tremendous job on that play.
Just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's about a yard short of the first down.
Well, what do you call here?
You got to go for it. You don't hesitate, you go for it.
Yeah, you got 113. You're in Olentangy's territory. What I was alluding to the first, just before that play started, if London would have put a man in motion again, 3rd down and 4, 3rd and 5, when you put a man in motion, that lets you know what kind of defense that they are playing, whether it's man-to-man or zone. If a man goes with him, you know it's a man-to-man, okay? So now that sets you up for whatever type of pass patterns that you want. I don't know if London's spotters have found that out yet, but obviously I think London's going to go for it here at 4th and short, 4th and 1.
And if they were playing the zone, when he went in motion, they're going to back off a little bit, respecting the extra receiver coming into that side. They're going to rotate on it.
We got 1 minute and 13 left here in a very exciting first half. I'd like to say Olentangy Braves are leading the London Red Raiders by 1.7 to 6. London's on the 44-yard line, 4th down, and 4 yards to go. Do we run? Do we kick? What do we do? Oh, they just changed it. It's 1 yard. I was going by the scoreboard.
You'll run it.
What do we do? Do we quarterback sneak?
No.
No.
Do we hand off to the fullback?
I would say that we would go with some sort of a quick trap with some kind of X blocking up there in the middle. Obviously, I'll bet you Olentangy's not going to play in any sort of a goal line defense out here on 4th and 1 right now. They might try to stack it up a little bit with maybe 6 men up on the line of scrimmage and try to tighten up the gaps. But if you go with a quick trap play here to the fullback,
I'll be perfectly honest with you. I bring in the sophomore.
I wouldn't hand it off deep in the backfield. I wouldn't do that because the penetration is going to be too great.
How about the flip to Lester, that one on the wide side.
Quick trap, right over right guard. Right guard is
That's a long one, I'll tell you.
Right guard is
They're
center.
trying to pull him off. They'll flip to the left side. He's got the first down.
It's close. I got a feeling it's going to be a measurement.
No measurement. He's got it. Let's play it.
I hear you.
First down.
Martin, I like that play right there.
We're
They're fogging up the inside, and you knew they were coming there.
Pete Malcolmson, number 65.
It scares me because I tell you what, Olentangy reacts to the ball very, very quickly.
We are getting a measurement.
I told you we'd have a measurement.
Come on.
Well, you got to have to remember, folks.
First
we're
down.
at Olentangy.
5 yards. Only how they pulled it out.
You have to remember we're at Olentangy.
38.
And there's some beautiful sights here tonight. We got 50 seconds to go. London's first down on the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Artist sets up the power I. Hands off to Lester.
Over the right side. He breaks 1, 2 tacklers.
Hold on to the ball.
And now you said that right. If you notice, they're stripping for that football.
And this is a big thing anymore. I can remember when people never thought anything about stripping the football, but in this day and age, that's the main part of the game is to go for the ball.
And I like the way they do that. I mean, I like the way they do that, and that's the way it should be done. Because it's a major part of the game right now, stripping the ball.
It definitely is.
Give away and take away.
34 seconds left in the half. London's on the 32-yard line. 2nd and 3, I think. Is that right, Dale?
Let me ask you something, fellas. What do you think about this scenario? We get down in field goal range. Are we going to fake it?
They should have kicked it last time and gave my boy a chance to go ahead and win it then. That could have been the winning score. But I'm telling you, sooner or later.
I tell you what, when you do plays like that, you run into situations where you're a hero if it works, and you're a goat if it don't work. Yeah. So, you know, I can't sit here and cut on anybody, even though I have a couple times. It's not right. And, Coach, I apologize because you're the ones running this team, not me.
But
it's easy for us to sit up there and say, I'd have did this or I'd have did that.
True.
But when you're down there making them decisions, it's another ball game.
Hindsight is never wrong. Hindsight is 20/20. And they're looking to throw. He looks it up. He's got a man. He's got it. Wide open inside the 5-yard line.
And a beautiful play.
Because you got 3 of them. Well, now we have 1 left. That'll give us 1 timeout left.
Well, Martin, let me just ask you. Standing up here the way we are tonight, does that not bring back memories of the first time we started doing this?
I'll tell you what. It does. The elements. It is a beautiful night. Because when we first started doing this, it was not beautiful.
I know it. I was listening to the weatherman on the way up there. I said, oh, man, I even bought a jacket, but I see a little part of a moon over there. That's our moon, so we got to win.
And I'm wearing shorts.
I know it. You got some pretty legs there, too.
Thank you. That's what all the women tell me.
Oh, Lord, we didn't have to go there.
And I got my hair freshly cut for this game.
His head is shaved and his legs are shaved. Oh, no. And all this is live from WLHS.
Obviously, WLHS is now responsible for the editorial portion of this program.
I definitely put that on the front of the program.
Any reproduction or other accounts of this game is prohibited. We're inside the 5. You got Harrison at tailback. Sims in at fullback. They're giving it to the tailback. He's trying to get away, nothing doing. And he's knocked back for a loss.
And they got a quick
get up on the ball.
No huddle, 14 seconds.
About 10 seconds to play. He's going to have to kill it. He throws away, 5 seconds to play. Now, what do you do?
It's time for the toe.
What do you do?
Martin, I'd have to go with the toe.
You're going to have to
go with the toe.
You got to kick it.
I tell you what might have scared him with the toe that last time too, because the first extra point the London tried was blocked. They run clean over Sean Kahn, like to mash him in the ground, the holder. And
well, don't forget on that play, Gary, that was a bad snap. That was a bad snap. Took everything out of rhythm. You're only down 1 point. You've gotten down here inside the 5-yard line.
Don't take it.
Let's fake it and go for the score.
And we need to go in.
No.
It'd be nice to go in at halftime with at least a 2-point lead.
You take the lead. Because, I mean,
this is a very important game, too, because this game here could decide whether London has a good chance to make it in the playoffs or not.
Very true. You got 7-6 here in the first half with 5 seconds to play. This could be the final score of the game right here, the way the defenses are playing. You go for the lead when you get a chance to get it.
Absolutely.
And we're on the Olentangy side. We hear the big chant, block that kick.
The snap's back.
The snap's good. It's up, and it is there. And we got a flag on the play. The kick was good. Flag on the play. It will probably be
the toe.
What they're going to do is there won't be a kickoff because at the end of the play, they might be allowed to assess it at the second half because you're just going to move it half the distance to the goal and you never take points off the board.
Right.
You don't take points off the board. Decline, field goal is good.
So London goes in the locker room with a 9-7 lead, and we're going to have a quick assessment here as soon as some of these coaches and stuff come. They're climbing all over our backs and everything. It's kind of tight here, but we'll work it out. I shut it down, Carl. Check 1, check 2.
Please come to the press box.
Check, man, I'm filling the sky. Watch out for the helicopter, Carl. Well, men, we're back live again. Had 2 bands. We didn't have enough tape to put the bands on tonight, but we will definitely probably have it at the homecoming game next week. You want to do a little assessment there?
Yeah, quick assessment of the first half. It was an exciting first half. London making a few mistakes, and their defense held up, and they got a 2-point lead right now. It's 9-7. I tell you what, it was kind of, I don't know, the play calling, I don't know, London seemed to be up, they would be up, and all of a sudden they get right back down. They can't stay motivated. They haven't stayed motivated for almost a whole game. And you're playing a team like this, you truly have to play 4 quarters. As they learned last week, 2 don't cut it. You got to play 4.
And Dale, what do you think about this? A little quick assessment of the first half. We got about a minute to go before the second half gets started.
Okay, folks. I think that London's going to have to reestablish the run. And I think they're going to have to reestablish it with the pass. First down, fake it, up in there, dump it off behind the linebackers. Olentangy's linebackers are going to still do what Darby was saying. Run right up in there for first and second down plays. I think London has to, like I was saying, fake it, dump it off. That'll in turn open up the running game.
How about you, Darby?
Well, London at the end of that first half They were establishing the pass a little bit, like I told them. Like I keep saying they should, and that's what they did. Now, I don't know what Olentangy's linebackers are going to do, but right now I think they're going to play a little bit back and be a little bit more shy about jamming up in them holes. But again, as soon as they start clogging them holes again, then it's going to shut your running game down. I mean, you can't become predictable where they know it's run. You got to throw that pass, even if it's incomplete. If it could have been complete, if he was wide open, they're going to say, whoa, we got to get back just a little bit.
And once again, I find a similar situation that you're talking about, where both teams are similar in the fact that they both seem like they rely on the big play. And like you were saying, last week they come out on top with the big play. This week, London has made a few mistakes. So far, Artis has made me eat my words about his passing game, and I hope I can continue to have to eat crow tonight. We're lined up for the big kickoff, gang, so let's get rolling.
I've never eaten crow. How's it taste?
Where's the best contestant? So far, it ain't bad.
This game should definitely be 12-0.
Here's the kickoff from Olentangy's own 40-yard line. And they've been swiveling them all night so far. And we got a shot for great field position. He fumbled the ball. Olentangy football.
I don't believe it.
Swiveling to the side, smart move, not kicking it to the deep men who are dangerous. But you got to cover the ball. There's no sense in even trying to return. Just lay on it and kill it right there.
Right. And close to what's the side bounds. If you did out of bounds, I think I'd have kicked the ball out of bounds.
That's it, just get it out of bounds. If they recover, it's at the 35-yard line.
Like we say, it's big plays and special teams that hurt you.
They do little key things like that. That's what wins them the ball game.
Intercepted by number 80.
Wilson. He's
John Wilson. And he's got him going. He can go.
Caught by number 4 inside the 30-yard line.
And so the little squib kick, what we call it, fumble recovery, turned into about a 50 or 40-yard play.
That's how you answer something like that. That was a good play right there.
Beautiful answer, huh?
You have to answer something like
Martin,
that.
you have to feel bad for Olentangy's quarterback. He went back and turned around, and there was about 7 London people just following him. He had nothing to do but let that ball or eat it.
Should have ate it.
He probably wishes he had him in that situation. And that tastes worse than crow.
Jason Artis is quarterback for London.
You got Lester in at tailback. Josh Larkin in at fullback. A little movement on the line. Nothing doing.
Josh Larkin's the ball carrier.
This Josh Larkin must have moved in there pretty handily, because first few games we were seeing Scott Sims, number 44, and now we're not seeing him too much at the fullback spot.
And Sims didn't seem to be playing that bad, but Sims is the anchor on defense. He's the key to that defense at linebacker, and maybe they just want to give him a little bit more of a rest than running, because he was starting to get quite a few carries a game.
Oh, he was moving the ball, especially against that Circleville game.
They go with the flip to Lester. He cuts it back. He'll lose one man.
And Lester's covering the ball very, very well. He had his first fumble tonight that I've seen this year. The first one he had last year was against West Jeff, and then we didn't hardly see him anymore. But they continue to go to Lester, and he's doing the job for him.
3rd down and 5. It's going to be a pretty big play considering where they're sitting right now.
They still got Lester in the tailback. Josh Larkin in at full. Bo Williamson split to this side. They go.
A big hole. And he's dragging.
Now, there you go right there. If you're going to run him up the middle, that's what you got to do. They faked it to the fullback. They got the play coming to this side, turned right back around and gave it to him. Right over the left side, right behind the guard. Now, that was a good play. If you're going to run him up the middle, that's exactly what you do. That was beautiful.
And that's something similar, Dale, is what you were talking about earlier in the game?
A little bit of misdirection.
There you go.
That's what happened to be, a little misdirection, and then use your speed to take the opening, to take the daylight.
I agree. You're going to run him up the middle. That's what you're going to have to do. Bennett's in the tailback now, and it goes to Bennett. He gets a block. He's trying to get to the outside, and he does. He's close to another first down.
Martin, that was a beautiful run. And we talked about Bennett a lot last year.
This Bennett ceases to amaze me, Darby. He seems like he just sheds tacklers, and he's not that big of a kid.
No, but I tell you what, you can tell by the way he runs the ball, he plays defense, he's got a lot of heart.
You can also tell, Gary, that Corey Bennett is very strong in his legs. Very, very strong. That's a testament to his work in the weight room. Very strong.
Second and very short over the left side. Ooh, forward progress is going to give him the first down.
Martin, if you look at Olentangy's defense, if they ran a slant from that wide out, he was wide open. Olentangy had no one in the middle to cover a slant.
Hopefully they'll pick up on that right now.
Number 22, Zach Ward on the tackle.
Basically, this is the way the first quarter started out, with London carrying the ball, running the ball right down their throats early in the game. So maybe we can have a repeat of the first quarter and put this thing in a little more comfortable position.
There it is.
London goes unbalanced line.
Bo Williamson in man-to-man coverage. They go to Bennett. Touchdown, London.
Corey Bennett scores for London. And I didn't hear all this excitement coming out of the commentators tonight. What's going on? Is it because you shaved your head and your legs?
I did not shave my legs.
41 left in the first quarter.
London scored a bit. Bennett got great blocking on that play. They shut down, they collapsed the right side of the line, and he just rolls right on with it.
And something's going wrong. We got a penalty here. Don't tell me we're going to get some more touchdowns called back like we did against West Jeff.
I think so.
Seemed like an awful late penalty.
Yep, they're right.
We had this same problem against West Jeff. Had 2 touchdowns called back on us. That really tears the morale of the team up.
What is this? Martin, can you shed some light on this? I'm kind of confused right now.
That was the latest flag I've ever seen. And the points are coming, evidently the points are coming off the board. The touchdown.
I got a feeling the points are staying. It was some.
Had to be on maybe.
What does this mean here?
It's illegal procedure.
Well, the points are still there.
On the yard marker, they have first down.
First down. It's first and goal from the 8. And they give it to Bennett again. He takes it back up the middle. He's inside the 5.
So apparently the touchdown did not good.
But we still got 15 points on the scoreboard.
Hey, we'll take this 15, take another 6. I don't care.
The clock's not running.
At least I don't feel bad, Martin, because I think everyone in the field is confused.
I don't even think the referees know what's going on.
And the clock is not running either.
It just now started.
We're inside the 5 now. They go to Bennett again.
Number 13, Corey Bennett, the ball carrier.
He's down inside the 1.
Keep cracking at him, London.
And it's third down and something.
Third and injury.
And we have an injury on the field.
Ball player on the field?
Yes, it is.
Well, we weren't sure what that call was.
54.
Adam
Fincham's down on the field right now. I still haven't figured out what that penalty call was about.
Well, I'll tell you what, the points just came off the board.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get them back again. It's going to be third and short.
Ball's on the 2-yard line.
Third and goal from about the 2.
In all of my football days, that was the latest flag I had ever seen on an illegal procedure call. After a touchdown is made, the ball club is setting up for an extra point, and then the flag is called.
I hope we're not getting homered.
Just the fact of the matter, the flag was late.
And we got a 3rd and 1. London's knocking on the door once again.
They're beating on the door again, and they're standing with Bennett in the tailback. And I'm sorry, I feel you got to run Bennett again right behind Scott Sims. Over the top. They're giving it to Sims. Touchdown!
And it's a touchdown, and London scores for the 3rd time and gets credit for 2.
That's what London really needed right there. They had a kind of a real late call there, but they gathered up, sucked it up, and went in and took it in again.
Exactly. They didn't let that, like, if they, you can't let be an excuse. Well, no, you don't let no excuses keep you from winning.
That is right now what is happening, there was a real fast whistle from the referees for them to get set up to make this kick.
There's the hole, this kick's up. Blocked.
And that's the 2nd kick that's been blocked tonight. The 2nd kick, I think that's one of the reasons they didn't go for the field goal earlier in the game.
We're going to have to do some adjustments on that.
Yeah, this team's been getting in on us quicker than any team we've played all year.
There's one thing in the execution of that play. That was a good snap, and the ball was set down clean. What had happened at that time is that the kicker was out of rhythm. He didn't start moving until the ball was set down. When a ball is snapped, the kicker moves while the ball is in the air.
Yeah.
Then the ball is kicked as the placeholder is setting it down.
That's a good point, Dale. And also, like, we also still have to remember, this kicker is his 1st-year kicker. He is a sophomore, and so he's got a lot of good kicks ahead of him.
He got great.
But he's been doing great so far, so
yes, he has.
Let's stay up on him.
Oh yeah, we're definitely up on him, and it's just a matter of execution on that play.
And we put them in a position where they've got to score twice now.
Yeah, they got to score and go for 2.
Right.
His field goal gave us that 8-point cushion.
It would be nice to get another turnover here.
Oh, it'd be beautiful.
Let's don't forget the importance of this game for London right here.
Major playoff implications. In fact, as far as playoff goes, it's a must-win. They have to win this game.
I've talked to different coaches, and we usually play Olentangy heads up, and they say they're one of the hardest teams that we play against every year.
There's the
beautiful kick. He takes it out to 5.
They're in there.
Martin, there's a lot of rapping on that tackle.
Yeah.
That's what you like to see right there. That's what they didn't do much of last week, and it cost them a lot of yardage.
An arm tackle like to kill them. Something else I wouldn't mind seeing on that play, they had him ramped up, had him stood up. What football out of there? Rip it away from him. He don't need it.
That's right.
One thing that I'm interested in keeping a spot on about London's defense right now, are they going to use pads to hit with, or are they going to grab with the arms? That's one thing that I'm looking for.
That's a good point, Dale.
You got to hit them. They're in the 6-2. They're looking to throw. It's up there. It's out there. Too far.
And they're trying to get an interference call, and the ball was not catchable for one thing. Good defense by Sean Kahn.
Martin, what kind of worried me on that one is London's back kind of looked back to see where the offensive receiver was instead of just keep running with the ball.
Yeah.
Usually the receiver, if he's going to catch it, he's going to end up with that ball.
That's a good point, Darby.
There's a big mix-up on the defense there.
Right back up the middle. And he made that tackle.
I don't know what happened there, but the London's defense was running all over the place.
The tackle was made by Bennett, and that was a touchdown-saving tackle. If he don't bring him down, he gets gone. Touchdown.
Martin, right there, the defense didn't look set, and I think that's what cost them there. They weren't ready for that ball to be snapped. They're going to have to get down and get ready before that line gets up there, or they're going to be in a world of hurts.
They got to shut down the interior.
There's one thing that I noticed about the officiating of this game. The refs are setting the ball very quickly and starting the clock very quickly.
And that tackle was made very quickly by number...
Did you do it again?
Number 50. Who's number 50? Come on, spotters.
Chris Paloma. For Olentangy you speaking of?
No, for London.
Oh, for London.
Number 50 made the tackle.
Jason Noble.
Jason Noble. Let's
For a minute, I thought I couldn't read.
Let's give Jason his due.
Way to go, Jason Noble. Keep up the good work. Come on, London, put some pads on them.
Yeah, once again, like I say, we're at quite a disadvantage here, kind of huddled up here in a little teeny corner, and it's hard to see, but we're doing the best we can with what we got to work with.
We have 2nd and 8. If London could do another good job on this defensive play, it would force them into a passing situation.
There's a full house in the backfield.
Come on, John Williams, attack him, attack him.
Inside, and they did. That was a great play.
Martin, what I'm really impressed in this year is I've seen them getting better as the years go by. London's ends are getting a lot better each year. They're containing the outside run a lot better. And this year they're superb with the outside run.
Here comes the sky cam from somewhere.
1st and 10.
And we got a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Olentangy, and it's going to take them back 15 yards. And that's going to be 3rd and about a month.
I tell you what, that running back, well, he done a heck of a job just getting out of that situation there to actually gain yardage before they did tack on a penalty to him.
It's Channel 4 that we have coming in.
Is there anybody back in that field? LHS?
Here come the bugs. Here come the bugs. Nice shots.
We have 3rd down and forever.
They go over the right side.
And it was definitely forever. A beautiful.
Did you see that pursuit that number 81, Drew Dwyer had?
You got a most definite punting situation up.
The ball carrier.
And we're getting a big circle by Channel somebody.
Coming again. Open it up.
Well, we got TV cameras all over the place. We got helicopters. I'm looking for the Goodyear blimp myself.
Yeah. Look. In the sky, it's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's
4th down and 19.
Martin.
That was funny, Gary. We'll get you back for that.
I know it. We got to have a little fun.
And here comes the copter. It's landing. You can probably hear it in the background.
I'm going to shut her down.
Are we on?
No. Okay, 6:01 left in the 3rd quarter. London leading 15-7.
You got Bennett returning on the punt. 4th down, 19 to go.
They got a good rush.
Snap.
Good high kick. Leave it alone.
Let her bounce and get away from it. It's going to roll dead inside the 30 at about the 28-yard line of London.
28, well, the 1st and 10 for the Red
This possession right here could prove to be very crucial to the outcome of this ball game.
Like we say, go ahead.
Martin, right now, London has to keep the momentum. They have to drive down the field just like they did prior to Olentangy getting the ball. They got to drive it down the field and put it in for another score, at least a 3-point. Just to show Olentangy, listen, this is our game, we belong here, and just take the momentum, keep the momentum. If Olentangy stops them, it's going to give them momentum.
And now they're trying to get their fans back into this ball game. They've been dead for a quarter and a half now, but now they're getting back up. We got Bo Williams to this side, John Wilson in motion, and penalty flags go flying.
There is a penalty marker on the field.
It looks like we had illegal procedure on that. John Wilson probably went in, it looks like he went into the line a little early. He turned towards the line.
And that's exactly what it was, illegal procedure.
I think what would be in London's favor right now if they went back to some more of that misdirection, but they need to spread the field with their offensive formation. Spread it out and go a misdirection handoff with that speed Fred Lester in the back.
Couldn't have been better said unless I said it. Boy, I'm full of jokes tonight.
I sure can't dispute that. You being the producer of the show, you can say anything you want to say.
You full of something. Help me, somebody. Well, London's got what? 1st and 15 on the 24-yard line. Now we're going into what? The penalty package? Is that what you called it?
There you go. We haven't seen the penalty package in quite a while.
Here we go.
They're still in a tight formation.
It looks like they jumped a little bit. He takes it over the left side.
And if he gets one more step, he's gone. It's all over. It's all over. They can't catch this man. You're looking at the #2 state track runner in the state. I don't see any flags.
75 yards for the touchdown.
Fred Lester.
Don't believe it.
Yes, you do.
75 yards. He takes it all the way.
That could break their back. That could be the straw. Well, you're looking at the man who runs second in the state in track this year in 100-yard dash, so you kind of expected that. If he gets a step on him, it's Katie bar the door.
We said don't run him on the inside, get him to the outside.
That's what we've been saying all along.
It's a done deal.
If you remember what that formation was right then, they set up strong to the short side of the field. That forced the defense to set up to the short side of the field. They used the speed going to the wide side.
Exactly. Low snap.
Get it off.
It's up.
And blocked.
It's got a shot. It's no good.
And it's no good.
And Martin, they seem to be shutting down your man, the toe, all night.
I'll tell you what, he's getting a lot of pressure and really not getting time to set up. But I'll tell you what, they're going to make a few adjustments. And he may not come into, well, he's been a little bit of a factor this game already with his kickoffs, and he's made one field goal already. But I'll tell you what, the toe is going to prove to be the key piece of this team
before the year is over.
And
at 4:56 left in the third quarter, which we always said London's game doesn't usually start until the second half, London has gone up 21-7.
London is beating the team that beat the team.
I wish the camera could see my expressions when you said that.
Hey.
That team is a has-been. It's over the hill. It's done.
Hey, I love Arden dearly. I mean, I love London too, but when you cut me, I bleed orange and black all the way.
You know, we've had a couple of teams here just recently fall at home from a big long streak with the Miami Hurricanes that fell with a 58-game home winning streak. That fell at 58-1. Ironton is what, 28-1 at home now, something like that.
At home in the last 3 years.
Well, I just hope you accept defeat as well as you accept
I do.
the winning part.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm here tonight. I want to root London on to help me get some own personal redemption, to make me feel better.
And the toe kicks off nearly an offside, and Evans picked up at about the goal line.
Here they come. He takes up the sideline. One missed tackle.
And it could be trouble.
He can take it all the way. He's got one man to beat. He's gone.
He's gone. He's gone.
He's gone.
And it's all the way.
98 yards for the touchdown.
Which could be another school record for this school. Like we said earlier in the game, big plays are the difference. And that was one heck of a run. A great run by, what was his name?
Number 5. Stacey Hess.
Number 5, Jacob Zolich.
Jacob Zolich. We had a flag back there on the field, but it was nullified, and it's the touchdown stand.
That was a great run. Let's not forget, London's outside man cut into the inside.
He cut inside, he let him stay outside.
Never cut inside. That lets the outside wide open. They cut it back outside. They went all the way. Great run.
They did it. That was a tremendous run. I'll tell you what, when he hit the 40-yard, when he hit his own 40-yard line, he was gone. It was over. There wasn't nobody going to catch it.
There wasn't nobody in the game that could catch it.
And now they set up for an all-important extra point. It kicks up, and it looks good from here.
And they're right back in the game.
The very thing that I was talking about that we were going to look out for with London's play was whether the arm tackling was going to come into play. Right on that special teams play with the kickoff team, Mike Harris broke to the inside. Then he had to try to arm tackle the guy on the outside when he stepped outside. That doesn't work. He should have stayed in his lane, just used that blocker to cut off the field.
And really, your job is not to make the tackle, it's to contain him.
It's to contain, that's right.
Well, he didn't contain him, and he went all the way.
It was a beautiful run back.
That was a run,
no matter how you look at it.
That was a 98-yard touchdown run.
Did you guys get that? 4 minutes left. You get that one?
Yeah.
He's got the second fastest guy in there. You get that on?
Yeah. And also note, Fred Lester ain't in on kickoffs.
Folks, we're starting to get a little bit of rhythm from the Olentangy Braves fans here.
Man. But that's what we like. That's what we're here for. We don't like to see people sitting on their hands. We want them to stand up so they can block the wind. London again is going to have to watch a little swift kick. It hurt them for a moment in the first half. They capitalized on it, but that's not the point. They're going to have to watch it, because you know it's coming again. There it is again. Let it go. There you go. Out of bounds.
And one of the fans was wiped out with his camera down there. Probably the play of the game. I didn't think the ball was going to get out of bounds there for a moment.
Take it at the 35.
London's ball at the 35. Well, like we say, Olentangy's right back in the game with that long run, that long touchdown run, 21-14. We still have 4:08 left in the third quarter.
And now we're discussing 4:26.
Okay, we're back live. 4:26 left in the third quarter. London takes over on 35.
And they got Lester back in at tailback, and that's who they go to. The little flip to the outside. He cuts it. He makes a move. Brought that. Oh, what a hit. A tremendous hit right there when it looked like he was just pulling away.
Somebody stood him up.
That was a great first down run. He got about almost 9 yards on that play, a good 8 yards.
And from some of my key people from down home in Ironton, yes, I'm saying it again, from some of my key people, they told me this Olentangy team is a very hard-hitting ball club, and if you don't keep your eyes open, you're going to get lit up. They take it right back up the middle. He's going to be short of the first down.
Third and 3.
Third and 3.
On that second down play right there, situation.
It's 3rd and 1, and you got 2 plays to get this first down right here. But this is a 4-down position on the field, and he's going to keep taking it down and grind it out. London with the 7-point lead. They give it to Sims. Right back up the middle. He rolls for the first down.
Josh Larkin.
That's Josh Larkin with the carry.
Martin, the game's kind of close, but I hope they don't forget to use the pass. I mean, they gave him a touchdown earlier. Use the pass. They start running again, they're going to become predictable.
Don't start
and they're going to get shut down.
Yeah, don't start milking the clock, and don't start laying down trying to conserve a 7-point lead. You got to keep putting the points up. And there they go to Bennett. Back up the middle. And there go ahead. And there you see him again pulling for that football. You got to watch it.
If you watch them, they're definitely trying to strip that ball.
And that's night to get some real good yardage on first down. Look, they got about 9 yards on that play also, or 8 yards, a good 8 yards.
That makes a big difference in how the rest of your downage goes.
This is second down and short,
I didn't call it downage.
Harris at tailback. He's pulled.
Hold on to the ball.
First down.
I tell you what, the way they're tackling and pulling, you got to have some arm strength just to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, very true. They're ripping for it.
I'll tell you what, with them ripping at the ball like that and trying to grab at your arms, that means that they're not grabbing at your legs. You keep your legs chucking and concentrate on holding that ball, buddy. You're going to be all right. You're going to break away from that
and
stuff.
And just like you see, we've been very close, like 2 or 3 plays recently, within just 1 step of breaking it out and going for it.
We're under 2 minutes in the third quarter.
You just can't forget to cover that ball with both arms going up through that middle there.
Josh Larkin,
that's a heck of a hole. And he can go all the way. Does he have the speed? Can he make it? Can he make it? He's down to about the 2-yard line.
We could have a clip right here.
If you notice, if you would remember, in the first series of the game, Josh Larkins ran the same sort of play.
Clip, London, bringing it back.
He ran the same sort of play, but I think that's going to be from the point of the foul, isn't it? Isn't that from the point of the foul?
It should be.
If it is, it'll still be a first down.
What is a good observation, I think, that we have from up here is that London is getting some real good yardage on first down.
Some tremendous blocking on the line of scrimmage.
That's right. A good misdirection play right now with any of the running backs that they have, and there's going to break Olentangy wide open.
And like you say, we had a measurement, and it did still end up with the first down, even with the penalty.
And they got them all up on the line of scrimmage, and there they go with the misdirection. Bennett jumps over a player. What a move. And then we talk about the athleticism of Ben, and he showed it right there.
Martin, I was watching a little bit closer that time, and that's exactly what they're using. They're using a little bit of traps in there, and what's happening is those linebackers are coming in too fast, and they're falling right smack dab into that trap. It makes that trap beautiful when they're coming in that hard. It makes it a lot easier to get to you and a lot easier to block. If you would stay back a little bit, it makes it harder to make that trap go. That's why they're running up the middle now.
Now with the 2nd down and 1 right here, you could really try something different right here. You could really try a different play here. They might try to take it around the outside, possibly. No, they're going right back up the middle with Larkin. He spins off a tackler, and he's going back again.
Number 36, Josh
going down.
This is a very time-consuming drive by London.
Which I love to see, because London has been, in the past, you know, they don't hold the ball. Another big play by Bennett.
Up the middle.
Slipped.
He tried to make a cut back and slipped and went down.
And if he didn't slip, see ya. He was gone because he was making the move.
Oh, he could have just ran right on through him.
He looked like he could have run right through him.
Go to the corner and pull out with the one leg.
Having a visual timeout.
We're going into the 4th quarter. London leads 21-14. They're deep in Olentangy territory and mounting a drive of really titanic proportions. They controlled that ball for like 11 minutes of the 3rd quarter.
Ball, you got 1st and goal from the 9. Most important for London to hold on to the ball here, take their time, just go ahead and get a score of some kind.
That's it. I'll tell you what, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the way they run the ball, it's unbelievable. They're just relaxed. They haven't passed one time. We got timeout. To find out what's going to happen, as we were discussing, everybody with their own ideology of what's going to happen on this play, we're getting ready to see.
And I called for a pass, and what did you guys say?
I'll say around the outside.
Please be generous.
Dale said misdirection up the middle. There you go. Bennett moving them.
That really wasn't a misdirection right there. That was just a straight lead handoff right there. Fullback leading Corey Bennett up into the hole.
Looked like he might have got about 4 yards on the play.
London's offensive line is doing a very good job maintaining the line and pushing them back. And the backs are really running hard right now.
They're getting backs are running hard and a good line surge off the ball.
And like you said, those officials are setting that ball down quick.
This team, the defense is looking kind of tired here. And you got to watch them because this is what they're famous for, the big plays, and they'll pull something on you.
The officials are setting the ball down real quick. London come out a little slow.
There they come. Good play, but the ball pumps loose. It's a man scramble. Olentangy football.
And Olentangy made the big play once again.
Once again, that's what they do best. They make the big play.
They should have stayed up the middle. Forget coming to the outside. Stay up the middle, baby. Hold on to the ball with 2 hands. A really good hit.
And Olentangy takes over on about the 11-yard line. Tremendous hit. Olentangy comes up with the fumble.
Gut check right here. You got to do it.
London's defense is still moving around.
And they're looking to throw, and they're looking for the man right across the middle. And right there, if that was Olentangy, you got an opportunity right there to throw the lick on the guy where London wrapped him up. They should have put the lick on him.
Those quick look-in passes will work pretty often.
They will, but if you hit him hard enough, make him think about it.
Them heavy footsteps are just as good as getting a hand in there sometimes.
That's right. They'll think about it when they try running again.
And we still got 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
We got a long way to go. And they go over the right side.
No arm tackling. And we're right back to the arm tackling again. You've got to put a body on, you've got to put a helmet and some pads on them people, they're not coming down.
Olentangy sets up. They're trying to get everything settled. Man runs off. He comes back on. Little confusion on the field. He runs back. The quarterback is trying to get everything settled. They got to hurry up. They're going to get the delay of game. The ref just now blew the whistle. I don't know why. The ball was already set. They're setting up with the full house backfield. They're going to the outside. He takes it. He's trying to get to the corner.
Nothing doing. He might have picked up a yard or two.
They string him out. He got about 2 or 3 yards on that play, but we do have a flag down on the play.
The way he was spun around is possible face mask.
Holding.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
Excuse me, fella.
Thank you. Off against Olentangy for holding.
Now we're going to have first down and 20, and this is a real big opportunity for the London defense.
Yeah, it's going to have
they
to
run
hold
the
here.
option. He gets it. He cuts it up. He's got one man to beat. Sean Cole's out there.
And they cannot catch him. And there he goes. He's gone all the way. Number 5. And they're right in the game once again. And it's one heck of a run.
To be all tied up. This is turning into a barn burner.
It really is. Now what do? Do they go for the extra point or 2 points?
With 9:34 to play, you got to kick it.
Okay, Olentangy's setting down to go for a tie.
The snap.
The snap.
Set down.
The kick, and it was blocked.
Good. London
is still up by 1 point.
But with 9:34 to play, by no means is this ball game over.
You got that right.
We got a lot of football left to play. This is going to turn into a biggie.
And I tell you what's surprising me, they got that little speedster from Olentangy who is just running away from everybody, but London doesn't have their speedsters in the backfield that can run these guys down.
They have Bennett.
Normally we have Harris, DJ. These two guys are nothing but speedsters, and they're not back there. Fred Lester.
Well, see, DJ Jackson has yet to see any action all tonight. He hasn't even played.
We're looking at a 20-21 score right now. London still holds the lead. 9:34 to go, and anything can happen in this game, folks. 4 left in the game. Olentangy sets up the kick. Every kick so far has been a squib.
And there you go, and they're looping it, and they're going for the return. It's down again, the ball.
I will never understand this.
Olentangy football.
I do not understand why London cannot get the ball.
Martin, that looks like something that they better practice on, because I tell you what, I would not be surprised if every team this year don't go at them with that.
This is unreal. This is unreal.
London is giving them this in a silver platter.
Score 6. Olentangy comes up.
They set up with the full house backfield. Talk about big plays. London better do something soon. And there's finally a hit by London. Bennett's trying to get them pumped. They got to get back into the ball game.
I've talked about momentum before, and I'll tell you what, you just gave Olentangy the momentum that they need. You have to take it away, and this is a good place to do it right here. Just put them down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and get the ball back.
They're going to have to put them down. There's no getting around it. They was able to block the extra point, but then we give it right back to them on the kickoff.
There's confusion in the backfield. We got the flag down. They stopped him there. The flag is going to be down.
Olentangy just got a 5-yard penalty for illegal procedure.
London sets up. They're going to have to do something big right here. They got to shut it down. You got the triple. The ball's loose. They're back across midfield, and it's going to be 3rd down and long.
Calling trick plays, you can see it coming right out the huddle.
That'll bring up 3rd down and very long yardage for the
Trick went against them that time.
Martin, if London would have got that ball, that was the big play they needed right
That would have been a big play.
That would have been tremendous with
let's don't forget,
14 to play.
It's 3rd down in about a month.
Half a month, 15 days.
No, it's a lot longer than that. It's 3rd down in about 30.
Yeah, they don't have the clock right. 31, you're right.
3rd
They're
down.
trying to overload. They're overload.
They better get some men back. They're running 25 off the field. They're looking to pass. There it is. It's going to be incomplete. They roll that 11.
Incomplete pass.
Are they calling an interception?
No, that was an incomplete pass. It was not a lateral. I have no idea what the referee was waiting on. It definitely was an incomplete pass.
Which forces Olentangy to punt the ball. So London did rise to the occasion and will once again get the ball back. Hopefully they can take some time off the clock and maybe score. Up the punt, we had a quick set down once again, and a beautiful punt.
London had
nobody back.
And they're going to kill it deep. He's trying to get to it, and it's a touchback. They made a great attempt to get to the ball with a very good kick. London had nobody back, and he almost got that ball and down it deep in London territory.
Martin, here's another play I'm kind of wondering about here. Okay, you're deep. I know you try to go for the block, but I mean, you're up by 1 point. You still got 7 minutes left in the ball game. I mean,
in all actuality, they didn't even go for the block. I think they were scared of the fake. Why with 4th and 31 is no idea.
Hey, Carl.
How much time? How much? Fred Lester is back in at tailback. We got a man split to each side. They give it to Lester off the right side. Drags a couple people. Good first down run for a gain of about 4 yards.
24 minutes? Yeah. Got 24 minutes left.
Tackle made by number 55.
And it's probably going to take every bit of that 24 minutes to finish out this 7 minutes.
It's the most exciting game all year, and with 7 minutes to play, it ain't over yet.
And London at the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing.
London's offensive success tonight has been built off of the first down play. Big yardage on first down, short yardage on second and third.
Kind of surprised to see they've gone away from Fred Lester because he broke several big plays in this game and they really haven't gone back to him. But in his own right, so has Bennett. But Lester is the speedster. They go to Bennett up the middle. He's going to be stopped short of the first down. They roll a fumble on the play. Are they rolling it down? No, we're close to a first down. We're close to a first down. They did not rule the ball dead. If it was loose, London recovers, and now we're going to have a measurement. 4th down in inches.
Dale, you might
at the 30-yard line.
Dale, you might
what do you do? London's going for it.
Go ahead.
London's going for it. 4th down and about a half yard to go on their own 30-yard line.
London's going to have to call timeout because the clock is already running. It's been running before they even sent the play in.
They're going.
So we're looking at the fact that the referees are setting the ball down real fast even before London gets into their huddle to call the play, and the clock is running.
Right back up the middle. He's going to get the first down. He just needed barely to get across the 30-yard line, and I do believe he got it.
Big 4th down play right there.
That was huge.
And like you were saying earlier, Dale, when London has the ball, it's another one of those situations where you're talking about being homered. The referees set the ball down immediately. When Olentangy has the ball, they have time to set up, time to call their play before the officials even set the ball down. And plus, they stop the clock for Olentangy.
Now, we're not suggesting that there's really anything that's going on in any way to favor Olentangy. We just happen to notice these things and make note of it.
Simple observations. Lester in at tailback. They give it to the fullback. They drag him.
Go help him.
You better keep some people around that football because we told you about the big play and they proved.
With the clock running quick and everything, it may work out to be in London's favor though because the clock is running. Time is very important. Come on, Jason.
They got Bennett in at tailback. They're running the play. They're rolling him out. He's looking to throw. Ew, a little bit too short.
And he had a man wide open down the field and couldn't get it to him.
But I'll tell you what, I like that call though. I don't mind that call at all.
No, don't mind the call. The fact of the matter is that he doesn't get a lot of chances to throw a lot of time, and his perception may be off actually when he's trying to throw downfield.
This play is huge, as you can tell by the sound of the crowd. 3rd down and 7 on London's own 33.
And we got Fred Lester.
Lester in at tailback. Oh,
and London gets a break.
What will the call be? I didn't see no movement on London's side, but let's hold on a minute.
It's encroachment. It has
offside. Olentangy. That's going to make it 3rd down and 2, and that changed your play calling right there.
That changed the whole character of this series, that's for sure.
And the only thing I could see in that play right there was Lester swooping around the outside.
And with this right here, what you have is, now you're in the position on the field with 4:34 to play. If you got faith up close to the line of scrimmage. And I mean, they got 8 men on the line. They go to Lester. He gets around. He's close to the first down. Got it. And he stays in bounds.
Lester, the ball carrier.
And the clock stops even though he's in bounds.
No, he got the first down. Every first down, the clock stops.
Okay, I didn't see we had first down. My error.
Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, fellas. Does the clock start to run when they blow the whistle after the ball is set down after a first down?
After the whistle's blown.
Okay, now watch the clock. Watch the clock.
And there it goes.
Now it's going.
That was perfect.
That was one thing I wanted to make note of, because the last time when they just had this play, it didn't start running.
Yeah, they held up.
Okay, we got 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line. London's still up 20-21, 4:14 left
we got a lot,
in the game.
There's still a lot of time left, and London needs to keep driving this football. They give it to the fullback. He barely got, he got maybe one on that play. I think what we're going to have here now, this in my opinion, the way it looks like they could be setting them up for something. With Lester and Bennett, with people like that, and it seems like they're primarily going back to Fred Lester. With him in the backfield, you put him back on the line of scrimmage, you run it up the middle, but you pull it back out, you fake it, just pop it right outside to him. And the way they're on the line of scrimmage, if he gets around the end, it's over. It's a done deal. He's gone.
Well, we'll just see if you know what you're talking about. I love putting you on the spot.
Oh, don't you? And yes, exactly what they do. They got the blocky. There he goes for another first down.
Another fumble.
The whistle had blown. They ruled it dead.
3:32 left in the game. London's still up.
Yes, I do know what I'm talking about.
They didn't fake it up the middle, though.
I didn't see a fake up the middle. All I seen was a wide right.
Well, y'all are blind. Y'all blind in one eye and the other one's glass.
Excuse me, how many, can I ask you a question, Martin? How many backs did you see? I only seen 2.
Time-consuming drive. London trying to take it down the field. They go back to Bennett. Bennett takes it over the right side, just off tackle. He gets a beautiful run. That's, like you talk about, the yards we've gotten on first down has been the key. It's setting us up to do other things.
And like so far, like we say, this game has been a game of big plays on both sides. So it's still far from over with just under 3 minutes to go in the game. London's still leading by 1, but it's still far from over.
This Olentangy club, I think you could be up for 4 touchdowns and it still ain't over, because they're going to do something. That's the way they play the game. There they go, and they shut that one down.
In the backfield.
Nothing doing.
Keep running the ball up the middle every time. Sooner or later, they're going to get 1 or 2.
On that second down, the misdirection handoff would have been the perfect thing with the defense that Olentangy had right there.
This is another huge play.
And we're down under 2 minutes now, ladies and gentlemen.
2 minutes to play. They need to get
3rd and 7.
They got everybody on the line. They're flipping it to Lester. He's trying to turn the corner. He cuts back. Nothing doing. And with under 2 minutes to play, Gary, you got to punt the football.
You got to punt the football.
You got to punt the ball.
I'm surprised that Olentangy has not called a timeout.
I'm very, very surprised. And the clock is still running.
Clock adjustment is very important.
And I think London is going to take the delay of game right here, knowing they're going to punt. They could go up to the line and try to pull them off. Which I think when they go up, I would go ahead and take the penalty. I would see how anxious they're going to be, because they're going to try and block this. Look at that. They got 12 men on the line of scrimmage. You don't think they're not coming?
You need good blocking.
They're bringing everybody.
You need good blocking.
And I would try to
get the ball.
All he has to do is get it off. It's a low kick, and he gets it off.
And it's beautiful.
Get it off.
Stay in bounds.
And it's going to die at about the 10-yard line. I don't know, man. With that Messina, I would have put him back to return that ball, because that kid can make stuff happen.
Yeah.
I would have set up a return with Messina. Just get to the ball any way you can.
Last minute and 26 seconds.
Right here. This is what it's all about, folks. They're looking to pass. He's rolling. He's trying to get out of bounds. and he stops the clock with 1:19 to play.
And I believe this is the type of, didn't Arlington get beat on in the last few minutes of the game last week?
No, really, it was, really there was no offense in the second half. It was, they made 3 big plays, a fumble, they ran it in, a big end around, they took it in for a touchdown, and then a big pass play, and that was pretty much the ball game. There was really no offense mounted. This team, they're dangerous. They're really not going down the drive. But they are dangerous, and I'm wondering why our speedsters aren't in there. A lot of confusion, a little misdirection play on what they were doing, and they keep him in bounds right there, and the clock's going to run. Well, they spend the timeout.
Tackle made by John Wilson, number 80.
And he's been their big play man. So the clock is supposed to start. The injury timeout was over, so the clock starts back up because they did not get out of bounds. They're flipping back. It's a pass play. They got the pressure, and they got it down with the big sack. We're under a minute to play. The clock continues to run. I believe they just did use their last timeout.
You missed that play. You missed it.
They're trying to get set up quick. London really has nobody deep. Well, I have no idea. They're running the same play. You got to get back. He's looking, he's out there, he's trying to make something happen. 25 seconds to play. I don't believe it.
Who was that limping? Was making the run?
Sonny, shut, you're lying.
Well, you know he's controlling it from here, but you wouldn't want to. You got to follow.
We might have to fire the cameraman after this game.
I don't know if he missed his last plays or not, but if he did, he's fired.
And the producer has spoken.
We're down to the last 25 seconds. It's very crucial, 25 seconds.
Plays left, but they need a first down.
This has been a most exciting ball game.
And they're looking for the string. And there's out there.
Come on, Pete, make the tackle. Grab him.
They got him in the secondary, and he gets out of bounds with 15 seconds to play.
And we're going to stay right here with it. It's going right down to the last second.
We're down to the nitty-gritty, folks.
And I don't understand why they couldn't see that coming.
Oh, it was an obvious screenplay. And when you get these running backs out in the open field, you better watch out.
Now, like I say, we need some speedsters in that defensive backfield. They've held up so far. Timeout.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, folks, this game is far from over with 15 seconds to play. You've seen
London is kind of mixed up on defense.
You've seen Colorado and Michigan.
Had a little bit of movement.
And that's what they're looking for. I think they want it. And they rule it incomplete. Out of bounds.
How about the plastic jump?
And we got 11 seconds to go with 20-21 score, and this game is still not over.
You seen, it was the same situation on the field when you seen Colorado do it to Michigan.
London's defense don't look like they're ready.
They're
jumping around.
One-on-one on the other side.
And they're going for the gold.
And he's breaking, he's passing away from him.
And he kept him in bounds, and that did it.
They evidently do have a timeout left.
And they're, like you say, I think they're trying to get within field goal range.
Official timeout. Ball.
London better be ready. Because it'd be a shame to get beat with 3 seconds to go in the game.
It would be a shame, and you got to watch it because it happened last week. Colorado, Michigan. Michigan had the game in hand, and just like that, it was over. You never know what can happen.
Excuse me, Martin. I tell you what, this is what high school football is all about in Central Ohio. Olentangy Braves against the London High Red Raiders, fighting cousins. Really an exciting ball game tonight.
Yeah,
the cameraman has spotted something out. The field goal.
They've got a field goal kicker who is capable of kicking that far.
It's going to be short of the first down. We got 3 seconds to play, and they're lining up for the field goal. I don't believe it.
We're looking at Purdy. If he makes this, they deserve to win the state.
If he makes this, exactly.
Very important.
I'll tell you what.
Right.
They got to get on the ball.
And I saw him kicking earlier, and he just might do it.
Get it snapped quick.
This is a 60-yard field goal.
This is pro kicking here.
A 60-yard field goal. And it's got to be, if he makes this, Ohio High School
record. It's got to start now, Rep. The clock starts.
The whistle has not blown.
The clock starts as soon as he blows the whistle.
What's the deal with the dude standing over the center?
He got one standing back here.
They're
Kicker
giving
too.
him a chance to snap the ball.
Oh, they got to get back there and sit.
There's the whistle. There's the clock starting.
I knew it was going to be a fake. And
Come on up and get him. Come on.
And it's a lot of razzle dazzle, and it's all over. No.
Still up in the air.
Oh, and here we go. This is the best play I've seen all day. What are we going to do? Can they do it? And he still ain't down. And it's over.
It's over.
London wins by 1 point.
Don't believe it. What a game. A flag down. Forward lateral. That'll win the ball game.
I tell you
One
what,
of the greatest football games I've ever
this is the
seen.
greatest game we've seen all year, folks.
This is unbelievable.
Olentangy can.
I don't believe it.
That's the worst we've ever played.
Oh, that's.
At 50 points.
Oh yeah.
Go, dude. Go, dude.
It was quite a game, folks. Tough one, guys.
When you talk about dramatic fashion,
And a heck of an ending.
you got to give hands to both these ball clubs.
And ladies and gentlemen, we just beat the team that beat the team. So, this is Gary McNeil.
I'm Martin Luther King.
Dale McNeil.
I'm Darby Calhoun.
Saying be with us next week at home. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Believe that. Go London. Yeah.
Olentangy travels to Washington Courthouse next week.
Unbelievable.
Time 7:30.